and gentlemen, welcome aboard this live launch with Hunkydory TV. The crafting captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign and we are now cleared for takeoff. In preparation for launch, please ensure all of your troubles and worries are properly stowed. You won't be needing those today. Our flight time will be a craft-filled 60 minutes or more, and the Hunkydory crew are now ready for departure. At this time, we ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our video presentation. Live launch takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have live launch liftoff.
Hello everybody and welcome to Thursday's show. We've got something really exciting to share with you today. It's the 1st of September, so we've got a mega special treat for you. But before we go any further, let's introduce who I'm here with today and introduce myself. I forgot that bit. I'm Kat. In the producer's station, we have got our wonderful Emily. And over demonstrating for us today, and I can't wait to see what she's going to do with these fabulous things we've got coming. We have got our gorgeous Natalie.
Hello everyone. You've set me up to fail there, Kat.
I've not. I'm only doing what you lot do to me every single time.
No, it's a really fun kit actually. So I am really excited to work with it because I haven't made any cards with this yet. So it's always quite fun when you've not made some cards to experiment with it on the show.
Definitely, and I've missed out playing with this one as well. I'm very, very jealous. I'm going to have to get one for myself. But before, we're going to keep you in suspense just a little bit longer, and before we get on with today's show, let's go to our Win It Weekly. So today, well, not just today, all this week we have got for you, we are giving away 3 of these bad boys. It's the only word for it, isn't it?
It is.
The absolutely mega Premier Craft Tools mega storage caddy. This features 16 of our little storage cases here that are so useful for sticking everything crafty in. It's like a one-stop crafty toolbox, isn't it? If you're going away, pop your mirror mats in, your little books, your stamps, your brushes, your blending tools, just absolutely everything. These are worth $39.99.
It's a good price,
It is a massive prize. And we're giving that away to 3 lucky winners this week. If you can answer, like and comment and share on this question. Which snack was invented by accident? Was it A, ice lollies, B, peanut butter, or C, nachos? I've been thinking about this and my mind keeps changing every single time.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Ice lollies is a weird one, isn't it? Because...
Yeah.
Because it depends what you class as ice lollies. If maybe you were thinking like, no, but then... It can't be ice cream because ice cream is kind of soft anyway.
Yeah.
So it's really bizarre. Like, did they just freeze like a fruit drink or something?
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, this is such a good idea.
That's it. And the other 2 could easily be byproducts of other things that were being made. And so I don't know. It's a tricky
Really
one,
strange.
this one. Very tricky. But I'm sure you've got lots of answers coming in. I'll have a look in the comments later to see which the most popular one is. So like we said, to win that Premier Craft Tools Mega Storage Caddy, just like, share and comment your answer to this question.
Good
so
question.
You are?
It was a good question.
It is a good question. So are we ready to get on with the show?
Let's do it.
Shall we do it? So as you have now all just seen, today's show is the launch of our Crafting with Hunkydory Magazine issue 67. But just before we jump into that, this is a fabulous opportunity just to remind you all of our Crafting with Hunkydory Magazine subscription. this is just amazing. It's our annual subscription, which includes 6 issues of the Crafting Magazine for free. You will get one, it's over 12 months, and if you get today is 20% saving. Your subscription is $47.95. So like we were saying, that works out that you basically get 6 issues for free.
Yeah.
It also includes your diamond membership, which on its own is worth $19.99. So what an absolute saving. Yeah, so it's too late to get this magazine included now, but this will run from issue 68, which is released in November 2022, all the way through to September 2023. So
it's
get it
quite
done.
good, that, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you're buying this one today, why not pop the subscription in, and then you know the next year is completely sorted for all your magazine needs.
You've not got to get any of them, you've not got to think about it.
You've not got to think about it, they're all just going to come. And remember, it's not just that magazine, it's all those fabulous free gifts like you're going to see, what we're going to show you now, that you're going to get with it. So really, really consider popping that in your basket as we do this magazine today. So without further ado, let's bring it in.
Ooh.
And you get such an amazing sneak peek of what this gorgeous free gift is on the front of this magazine. Now I'm going to do a very, very quick flick through here because I know you don't like your
we spoil all the
spoilers,
surprises, don't we?
I know. But there is so many, and it's really good, this one, because it's got such a wonderful mixture of Christmas and everyday crafting. I know it's mainly Christmas that's coming up there, but I promise you there's everyday crafting. You've got all the projects featuring the mag-free gift. There's lots of templates that are in there to help you create the projects. There's lots of sneak peeks and behind the scenes with the team and everything.
I love that there's some really good
fabulous
3D makes in here as well.
There is, isn't there?
Because it's something that we don't really focus on that much in our magazines, but we have in this one in particular. And they're all perfect that if you started them now, you could finish them in time for Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. And before I show you that wonderful free gift, I'm just going to switch it round to give you those very, very, what we all love, those sneak peeks on the back. But I'm not going to show you too much. You got a little glimpse there. If you're lucky, you might get another one later on. But let's move on to this fabulous, fabulous free gift that we've got for you with this collection.
It is a whopper.
It is an absolute whopper. So we're starting up with a deluxe card collection. So let me make sure I've got everything here. So you are getting a 4-topper set card collection here.
And it's the cutest topper set
absolutely,
I think we've ever done.
Yeah, 100%. Featuring these gorgeous gingerbread peoples. And they're beautiful. Look at that train. Just look how gorgeous this is. And this is printed on our Matastic cardstock with that beautiful deluxe foiling. Just have a look at that. So just the same as all our other topper sets, no quality is suffering here. It's exactly what you expect from Hunkydory. You get your topper set, absolutely chocker with little adornments there, and then you get your foiled cardstock. Look at that like candy swirl in the top 2 corners. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, look.
It's so cute.
So cute. Look at the fussy cutting ability there. So much you could do. Again, that beautiful candy swirl at the side. Look at the like icing falling down like snow at the top with the little sweeties on. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, look at this little family one. I'm so jealous of everybody that got to work on this. It's not fair. And just look at the detail in there. Just look how realistic they look and how 3D. They look like they're almost popping off the topper, don't they?
They look very tasty.
Oh, don't say that.
I do love a gingerbread man.
Cover your ears, gingerbread peoples.
I do love
cover
a gingerbread man.
Cover your ears. And then we've got this lovely rich yellow colour with those star foils and that candy stripe again at the top. Absolutely gorgeous. And then you get this plain cardstock with this beautiful scene. Just look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. I keep saying gorgeous, but it is what it is. I can't help myself. So much fun to be had there. The snow globe and the little sleigh.
I do think
look
that's
at
one
it.
of my
He's just as big as the cup and hot chocolate and the cookie. That is so sweet. Warm winter wishes. treat yourself this Christmas. This is just going to be such a wonderful addition to all that crafting Christmas stuff you've already got this year. Gorgeous, gorgeous foil detail again around the top and the bottom border there. That again absolutely speaks to stepper cards like we did yesterday. We've got a little snowman here.
This is such a good scene image, isn't it?
It is.
There's so much going on.
Yeah, I'm seeing really like long, like a long length card cutting around those Christmas trees popping over the top. So much fun you could do with that. And then look at these gorgeous scalloped edge circles. Not seen them for a while.
We
That's nice to
haven't.
have them back. And don't they really fit with that kind of like cookie kind of feel?
Yes.
That really, really cute cookie cutter kind of. Absolutely good. Look at that little house made out of a cup. Oh, so, so sweet. The colours just absolutely stunning. Those traditional reds and greens mixed with those kind of gingerbready colours. Absolutely stunning. Oh, look at this. Look at those sprinkle details on either side of this cardstock. The reds, the greens, the blues. It just screams absolute Christmas at you, this. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this here is like an almost kind of waffly kind of effect, like a cone. Absolutely. It's just making me hungry. That's what it's doing.
It's making me want all of those good Christmas treats.
Yeah. But I'll stick to the Christmas tree cookie, I promise. I promise, gingerbread peoples. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So remember, this magazine is only $9.99 and this is one of your free gifts that you're getting with it. Just one.
Just one?
Just one.
There's more?
Absolutely. You're also going to get these 4 fabulous double-sided papers.
Oh, I love a double-sided paper.
And the quality that I don't know if you can hear. I'm going to hold it near my microwave. My
microwave?
My microphone. And just listen. That is a really good quality paper.
It is, and it's matastic as well.
It is, so it matches your kit perfectly. You've got this one. I'm going to go right up close here with those gorgeous presents and the candy canes and those, like, are they called like peppermint swirls or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. And then on the other side, the red background and the stars. These are all going to mix and match so, so well and so, so beautifully. We've got our Christmas trees, the gingerbread house, that little coffee mug house. It needs a name. I can't think of the name for it, but it's mega cute. And then like this green candy stripe on the back there. Absolutely stunning.
It all just coordinates so wonderfully, doesn't it?
It really, really does.
Such a good Christmas feel.
And then look at that, mixing off the traditional Christmas tree with the cookie Christmas tree. That is such a cute, cute idea. That beautiful pale blue background. And then on the reverse, we have like that sky background with the very, very subtle snowflakes on there. These are all going to match and work together so, so beautifully. And then back to where we started, all those gingerbread peoples, boys and girls, and children alike. And then on the back of there, this wonderful sprinkle. Absolutely gorgeous. But we're not done yet.
We aren't?
We are not done yet. We also have, look at this. You're going to cry with cuteness overload for this. Look at this die. Should have put this one over here.
It's epic.
Look how gorgeous he is. And I'm sure Natalie's going to be showing him off today.
I am.
And again, I mean,
it's just such a useful tool to have.
It is.
Do you know those like cards that you make with like your families on?
Yes.
Well, you can make like those, you could pop them in frames, have the names written next to it. So you could have like the whole family on your sheet. It's really, really cute. I love it.
Isn't he just? He or she, you can make it whichever you wanted.
Exactly.
Absolutely adorable. And again, this isn't just Christmas. You can use gingerbread men throughout the whole year.
Absolutely can.
Great, great thing. And we're not quite done yet. That's what you're going to get in your gift. But you can also go onto the hub and download these. There's 8 designs, I believe, of these inserts. So you just download them onto your computer and then you can print as many off as you want. And these are just like the inserts you get with our regular kits. They're just a more muted version of the cardstock that we've already showed you. And this is exactly what we've done here. We've just downloaded them and printed them off onto our, I think it's like our top quality paper. But just look that, absolutely gorgeous.
And you get all of this included.
And so this is a download, so you can print as many as you want. So you can really, really, really stretch that crafting so much further. But this means you can also add your sentiment on while you've got it on your computer, or you could add some other details on if you're wanting to change it into like a personalised card or something.
That would be
There's so
cool.
many possibilities you could do with this. Absolutely stunning. But I think we've teased you long enough. I think it's time to go over and see our first demonstration of the day from the wonderful Natalie.
Okay, well, I've decided to go with Treat Yourself This Christmas, mainly because I absolutely love this image of the little man and the hot chocolate and the biscuit. So I'm going to take this one, and I've gone with this plain cardstock with this absolutely fantastic image on there. I also think I'm going to use Treat Yourself This Christmas. We'll go with this topper, and we might bring another one in, but we'll leave it for that for now. We have to do fussy cutting here. I cannot make this card without fussy cutting these elements on. So I'm just going to go around this section and then the whole way across here with my craft knife. So just moving it each time to make sure that I'm just making it as easy for myself as possible to trim all of these elements off here. So going around that holly on the sleigh, and then we're going to go up the top here, round, and then I'll go around this Christmas tree, just taking off those elements. I'll go back down around here, and then I think I just need to do around here, because I did my Christmas trees just as Kat was showing you through the wonderful card collection itself. And because I want to make the most out of this, I'm actually just going to fussy cut away this border so that I can use that on another card. So let's just make sure I can pop this out now. We might need to just release some bits of paper with our craft knife just to make it easier. Let's just go along here. There we go, our snowman's out. The other tree, we've got that out there. Just giving it a little helping hand to make sure that we don't lose any of that really nice detailing on here, and then I can go and just pop that out onto there. I'm gonna just as well, I've fussy cut out between my snowman's arms so that he looks super cute on there. So I'll just trim that away, and then because I'm very pedantic, I'm just going to take that tiny little triangle out of there as well. So this is my main image, and this is what I have left. I'm going to try and make the most out of this now.
I was say that looks way too good to throw away.
I know, so let's just trim off this border, because we can bring this in. We can switch out the way that our card looks as well, which is quite fun. And then I'm going to cut this down. So if I cut it to, we're doing an 8x8, so let's cut this to 6. Let's just see if I cut it down to 2 notches below the 8, how it looks when we place this back over. And I can lay this onto my 8x8 here, and then I can place this back over, so you see how much of this design is actually going to start to come through on this element. So if I take it down a little bit further, and let's be a little bit crazy, and I'll do if I do 7.5 on this one, and then I'll trim this down. Let's see how much I can fit on, because I really don't want to lose any of this really cool detailing on here. So 7.5, I could get that tree in there, but I would only get this much of my sleigh in. I think that's probably the best way to do it. So let's just trim that bit there so it's flat and bring this bit in. We could do it bigger, we could have made an overlay, but I want it to be quite precise in my design here. So just trimming that off there. And this is the easiest way to do it because you can always remove stuff but you can't add it back in. So then we pop that over and we've just got a little bit of a gap here, but we are going to add our topper behind this. So let's, if we go a little bit further up, we're changing the shape of the card, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, we can always chop our cards down,
Exactly.
can't we? You know, I love to do that. It's my favourite trick.
So maybe we do this. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Let's just get our gold mirror first of all, because we're going to do a matte layer of this, and I might also bring in one of those double-sided papers. So let's see what I've got left in my stash here, because this green's really going to work nicely. Actually, no, it's fine, because I've just realised that I still have my border strip and I can bring this in and elongate my card. See? I knew what I was doing. She says that she doesn't know what she's doing.
Never had any doubt in you at all.
So I'm going to go 2 notches under the 8 because I do want to have a white edge on here, just ever so slightly. So now it's kind of all about your paper piecing back together. I'm just going to use my craft knife just to make this edge a little bit more fun, to remove that blue edge off it, so it kind of looks more snowy.
I love that. That's so
just
cool.
Go along that edge there. Now if I bring this in and get as much as possible out of this, and we pop this back in place. See,
there you go.
It's perfect.
It
works. I think I did trim this down to 7.5 though, so we can actually get even more out of this. So if I stick this in place now, and I'm going to actually take some thin tape because I just want to take this to the top edge and just adhere it as little as possible, because sometimes you don't want to have loads of tape everywhere. So just go to the very edge of that piece and pull this off. The one thing I love about our cardstocks is that we can do this. We can go a little bit crazy, we can cut into them, we can create these amazing, incredible shapes.
Yeah.
We can change the look of our card completely just by cutting into them, moving your borders around, changing things up, and that's what we're doing here.
That's it. Absolutely no waste. That's
so let's
what's wonderful.
Just see now, because we were going to go 7.5 with this panel. I'm going to bring in some more of that paper. So where's that green one gone? That really nice candy cane stripe. Let's bring this in because it matches up quite nicely with those presents.
I hate to interrupt you, Natalie, but I just have to read this comment out because it's so true. A Mould has put on Facebook that for anyone who is hesitating, I have had the magazine subscription for a number of years now and it's been worth every penny. You won't be disappointed. This one has to be one of my many, many favourites.
It's so cute. And I love the fact that you get different things in our magazines. We're not adding in sort of like maybe an older set here. These kits that we designed for you are absolutely brand new and exclusive to these magazines as well, so you won't get them anywhere else. I'm really sad that I'm hiding this panel. I'm really, really sad because it's super, super cute, but that's just going to sit on here like so. And then I can place this over and we've got that nice green edge showing as well. So let's pop that on now with some tape. It's all coming together.
It is. I tell you, if there's a battle between Facebook and YouTube this morning on who's giving me the answers to the competition question, it's definitely YouTube. I'm struggling to see one on Facebook. So if you know the answer to our question on Facebook, please give me a hint because I don't know.
We need to. We need some knowledge.
There's a very definite winner over on YouTube.
So just popping that on, and then this is going to go on with some foam pads. So I'm just going to lie it on in place first of all, so I know how much spacing I've got to work with. Let's pop out our topper and our frame. You really got to see my brain working today, because I hadn't.
I think that's what our crafters love, though. They absolutely love to see that process.
So let's pop this around there. I know it's upside down, don't worry.
I was like, should I point it out?
It's upside down? I do know it's upside down, don't worry. I'm just going to keep it as a guide, lift this up, stick this down, and then we'll pop that back in place, and we'll make sure that it is the right way round. So let's use our amazing strip foam pads, because the coverage that you get with these is fantastic, and it's so sort of like movable with our amazing frames and shapes that we do with these kits. So I'll make sure that that is nice on there now, and then I'm going to double up my foam pads on this one. So we'll go in with some squares. Oh, these are nice squares. Where have you been hiding these? My squares have been really tacky recently, and I've not liked them. But these are good squares. Look at this. I love a foam pad that isn't tacky.
Just tacky enough.
Yeah, it's just got to be that little bit. A little bit too much is sometimes a little bit too much. It's got to be just right. And then we'll go in with these ones. So just line up our rectangles, and I'll just change that shape so we can fit another one on those trees. Up along this edge here, and then if I've got some, look at this, there's nothing better, honestly. It's just the little things in crafting.
There is something really tactile about that, isn't it, when they come off just
come away. And then just some tiny little squares here to fill in these spaces. Will this one fit? It should do. There we go. Oh,
she's enjoying that
it's
today.
So
isn't
satisfying. So then let's pop this onto here. We'll line it up nicely so we've got that nice edge underneath, and that'll fit perfectly. You've got a really nice view there, all coming together perfectly. And our sentiment, treat yourself. I'm gonna pop under here. I'm trying not, maybe we'll need to go for a smaller one. Do we have a smaller one? Oh yes, snow much fun. We'll swap it out for this, because that will fit perfectly in the bottom corner there.
Doesn't cover up Mr. Snowman.
And then I'm gonna be sneaky, because you might have noticed that when we do this show now, we are putting together some extras which allow you to make more cards with this kit. One of them that we're adding this time is these crazy gemstones, our glitter gemstones, which work so amazingly well with this collection because they're so fun. They remind you of little gumdrops. They are my favourite. Jelly tots. Yeah. Oh my god. When you used to be able to get a big bag and then you just eat them all and then you'd shift the sugar into your mouth. Best thing ever.
Oh, she's so funny.
I never see them around anymore though. And they're always in smaller like grab bags, so you've got to eat a lot of them to be sugarly satisfied.
Right, it's my mission for next week to get some jelly tots
jelly
for
tots.
Natalie.
Let us know if you've seen them around in some shops where we can get them from. I am supposed to be not eating bad food, but it's worth it for a jelly tot. So pop that in the centre there now, and we have a finished card.
There
we go.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's just such a fun collection
much,
to
Natalie.
work
That
with.
is absolutely gorgeous. Which is my word of the day. I'm going to get it printed on it. It's gorgeous. Can't handle it. So let's show you some more cards that have been made with this. And again, I'm going to cry with jealousy because I just wish I'd done these.
I think Becca and Jane were the ones in to work with this when we were in the last final days before the magazine went to print. So they got to have fun with this one.
So I'm going to look at this. So this is a 7x7 card. and just layering those frames up in a different way. I love how that ribbon strip is just going over and under the top of that frame.
Quite
there.
Clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little
Very
style
simple,
design.
but very effective. That's a beautiful one by our Jane there. Oh, this one incorporating a little bit of our Snowfall acetate.
Snowfall acetate's a must, isn't it?
Yeah, for this collection. There we go. So popping the frame out from the topper and using that to frame the element on your cardstock, and then putting your popper on again separate. Little stepper card here, fussy cutting out that border at the front there, using it to make a stepper. I love those sprinkles, aren't they fabulous? Like you said, you could go in with those gems and just pop a couple over the top to make some of them really, really zingy.
Do you know what as well? Shaker cards, but instead of putting shaker elements in, getting some actual cake sprinkles.
Yeah. Oh, I remember years ago doing that on a little books page.
It would
that would be
epic.
so fab. Oh, so cute. Another little stepper at the front there. There's so many elements that you can use in this cardstock to do different things with. Oh, look at this. I like this. Okay, going to put it down. So just cutting away from the front of your card just to make this.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah, isn't it? So that's using the same set that Natalie used, that same topper, but look how different that looks. Amazing. Oh, there's so many to go at here. Nice little 7x5, just layering up.
Using some of those smaller toppers as well, which I think it's nice because sometimes we forget about those. It's not the first thing we go to, is it? We go to those bigger toppers. So it's nice to have inspiration using those elements.
Nice little twisted easel card. Again, I think these are really making a comeback at the moment, aren't they?
They are.
We seem to forget about them for a while, and then we've all rediscovered them at the same time, which is great. They're so easy to do, but give such a different look to your card. Look at this use of the papers.
So
absolutely
good.
Stunning.
That's an epic card.
Cutting them into these little strips and building up that background. Amazing. And you won't actually be using that much papers. It looks like you're using a lot, but it'll just be a couple of little strips and you'll still have loads left there to work on other projects. Gorgeous. Oh, I'm going to save these two. Or should I? No, I'm going to show you them because they're a little bit of a sneak peek of what I'm just going to show you next.
You've got to show it.
So these are some of the upsells we have got with this fabulous collection. We have got this gorgeous, look at the size of it, stamp, this gingerbread house stamp.
It's so cool.
And the mask in the background as well.
I can't wait to show you this.
Little cute little gingerbread people all over the back. A little bit out of focus. I'm just going to pull it back a bit. Stunning. I think that's been done on craft card and then just very lightly coloured in. And then look at this. I'm going to guess this is a Bex one because I know she loves doing these peekaboo effects. Yeah, I was right, it is. So just die cutting some holes into that gorgeous paper stock. Die cutting your gingerbread people and popping them through. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I'm going to have to stop saying it, please. I'm stuck. Why can't I stop saying it?
It's gorgeous.
Oh,
because
I need a new word. I need a new word.
Fandabby-dozy.
Fandabby-dozy. Yeah, well, that'll probably stop me saying anything. So, while we've showed you them, let me find where I've hidden our next things to show you under here. So, without further ado, let's show you our gorgeous stamp.
This stamp, it's a absolutely epic stamp.
So this is our sweet gingerbread house. It's an A6 stamp set. You get 5 stamps included, so you're getting that big main gingerbread house there. You're also getting this cute little, I'm going to go the wrong side, aren't I? It's upside down on there, but I'll flip and show you at the back in a bit. This like Christmas cookie. You're getting the little peppermint candies, star, and then this gorgeous sentiment. I'm trying to get it a bit more in focus. This sweet Christmas wishes, which is, it's all one, but of course you could mask bits out of that and use it in different ways. So let's turn it around and show you the coloured in version on the back. £8 this stamp.
£8?
£8.
And we were just talking before we came on air because I hadn't sort of decided what I was going to do to show you this stamp off. But we actually cut it out and I said to Kat, this would be epic on a box. making it
would.
having 2 double-sided and then creating like a house with it. It would be so fun. You could fill it with Christmas cookies. Oh my goodness, it's making me so hungry. It would be so much fun
So £8 for that stamp, and then this works absolutely perfectly with it. We have our For the Love of Mask sweet gingerbread pattern mask. Look at this,
apologies.
how very gorgeous. And this is £4.50, and this is made from mylar, so it's really, really durable for stamping, for masking over and inking over. Again, you don't have to use the whole thing, you can mask off sections. You could go in with lots of different colours, even just tracing around the inside of those with a like a fine liner.
Definitely.
So much fun. So it's 6 by 6 inches, but there's so much possibility with that. And just like we showed you on that card before, how well it's going to mix and match with this collection and your stamp there. So £8 for your stamp, £4.50 for your mask. But that's not all we've got for you. We have also got a Matastic selection that works perfectly with this. So you're going to get 3 of each of these colours, and you're going to get 10 colours in total. This is our 350 GSM Matastic cardstock that has been chosen to match the colours of this collection perfectly. And you know I'm rubbish with my colours, so you're going to get a very basic description of what we've got unless I actually know. So we've got the magnolia, the honey,
warm oak.
Warm oak, yeah. Is this the terracotta or burnt sienna?
Terracotta, that one.
That one.
You're doing good, Kat. You're doing good. Cornflower.
Cornflower. So I did know it.
It's our bestseller, that one.
I'm not surprised. It's absolutely stunning. White. I hope that's why. It'll have a fancy name. Is this one the burnt sienna?
It is.
You can just see how beautifully these are going to work. Fuchsia Fizz. Ooh.
What a name.
I know, it sounds like a cocktail. And last but not least,
you could make
Kiwi
cocktails.
Crush.
Yeah. Kiwi.
Yay, I got one.
I was just thinking you could make cocktails out of all of these.
So you're getting 30 sheets of our amazing Matastic adorable scoreable there for £9.99, and they are going to work absolutely beautifully with that collection. And then last but not least, look what Emily's done. So impressed with her. I think we're going to have to sign her up to our team, you know. We have got our Sweet Christmas ribbon selection.
Wow, Emily.
I know. So here we have got 24 metres of 3mm wide ribbon. You're getting 6 different colours, so that'll be 4 metres of each for £9.99. So again, we've got this beautiful pink here. We've got this sky blue colour. We've got a really crisp white. We've got this lovely Christmas red, beautiful green, and then this gold colour. Maybe I should have gone into the other camera, but I'm going to come up nice and close. But you can see them on the white there. And this is how much. This is what it actually looks like. Look at all that. That's a lot of ribbon for £10. And I love that it's the slimmer line one as well, because we do a lot with our
bigger ones.
5mm ribbon, don't we? But that's
do.
Absolutely gorgeous. Are you ready for another demonstration?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready.
I'm sure she is. I'll go and give her a little kick. She'll be fine.
Okay. So I am now going to do a card with the die. I'm going to cut it twice, but I've already got one prepared. We're just going to cut it on our mini because it fits through perfectly. So just open up our plates. Emily, the saviour of the world, has also, for anyone who was watching yesterday, I don't know how well, I do know how she's actually tidied up. When we tidy up here, we find lots of things we didn't know we had. But look, she found some brand new plates. I'm so happy. And we haven't taken them from stock. They were actually here, which is really, really good, because now we can cut things beautifully. So I've got one of my little characters now, and then I'm just going to pop this back in. But I just want to have sort of like the top half of it, because I want to take the, let me just trim this out and utilise this little scrap piece. I want to take, cut out the bow, because I want to make a little couple of gingerbread peoples. So I'm just going to take this off. And then we have that cut out, which I can then take away. And we have amazing cutting detail with these dies. So if you wanted to do this with any of the elements and sort of decoupage them up, you absolutely can do. Let's just pop that to one side, and then I've got a little bit of card because I'm going to bring in my alcohol markers.
Yeah, so they're a bit like mini snippables, really, aren't they?
Yeah,
that you can cut into them. That's
absolutely snip into them. I'm going to use sort of like my main base colours for when we're doing skin tones, because obviously we want that nice sort of crispy brown texture with our little men. So I'm going to go correct usage of terms, Natalie. I'm going to go around the outside, and then I'm going to go on this side and just add in a bit more sort of shading to this side of our pupils. And then I'm going to go in, so that was 537, this is 532, which is like a more creamier colour, and I'm just going to go around those edges just to tonally sort of make that colour mix in really nicely with this magnolia from our Mactastic. So you can go straight in on these colours and colour them in, and then I'm going to go back around the outside edge now that's sort of dried, just to give it that hint of dimension. So back around the whole side there, and then I'm going to take my which one was it that I used? I think it was 543. Let's just check. Yep. And I'm just going to go around the edge, because you get like a nice sort of cookie cut detail around these edges. So I'm just going to go around that edge there, and if you get any that just pop out or a little bit too sort of stand out a bit too much, then we can go back in with that 537 and just blend those colours back out. But this is going to give you that nice sort of cookie look with your gingerbread people.
It's making me very hungry.
Person. I know, me too. I'm going to do let's go in with 557, which is a nice pink colour, and just, oops, not that one, that was a little bit too dark. I think it was 550 I wanted. Yeah, I'm just going to go in with these pinky tones and touch up the cheeks there, and then we can go in with an even deeper pink and just add those hints of colour. For my eyebrows and bits and pieces like that, I'm going to go straight back in with 537 and just deepen those areas. And then obviously we know we use little, is it like, it's a type of seed that they use for their eyes when you're actually making gingerbread men.
Like a poppy seed or something.
Yes. So I'm just going to add the lightest, it's CG4 and then CG5. I'm just going to shade around my outside edges. I'm going to go in then with some greens for the buttons so they'll match up. So just 419 and then 421 is your super vibrant green, and I'm just going to edge my buttons with that, and then I'm going to go in with a super bright pink. So let's do 511 and 499, and I'm going to do a pink bow, and then I'm going to colour in this bow pink as well, because this one is going to go on my gingerbread's head to act as a little bow, just to change up the gender if you wanted to. You could also use your double-sided papers and make some really fun hats and scarves and bits and pieces to decorate up your gingerbread peoples.
You can get some wool and create some long luscious locks.
You could do that.
I'm watching you do this, Natalie, and I'm just thinking of all the things you could do with this one little die.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Tree decorations and bunting and gift tags.
Gift tags would be so cool. I'm going in with a little white liner gel pen. Although, when I was doing this before, I thought how awesome would it be to use white embossing powder, because it would give that real like jelly glossy effect as if it was icing.
Oh.
You could use your glossy accents on these as well, maybe some glitter for the buttons, but just adding in hints of this colour here.
Pauline on Facebook is asking what container you have your pens in, Natalie.
So my pens are in our storage caddy. I think it's the one that has 6 of the little ones in.
I've taken the top off it and it sits like this on my desk, so they're all flat when I store them, which is how they should be stored. But then when I'm using them, I can sort of tip them up so I can read them all
really easily. So I have mine just in one of them. You could have them in like one of your other caddies as well, but
and does
I
that
just like to be
top
able to
click
see.
off quite easily? Or
Yeah, it just has a little, I can put it back on. I've still got it under my desk just in case I decide to put these in something else. You can just clip it off. I've used my other 6 bits for tape and glue and extra elements that I might need to take to telly. So I do use them all quite a bit actually. So take that to one side. I'm going to use a tiny little strip of foam pad and pop that up here so I can add my little bow onto the top of my gingerbread. And then I'm going to bring in another one that we've done. So we have 2 little matchy gingerbreads. And then I'm going to put this together. I'm going to utilise some of my double-sided papers and some of the Matastic selection as well. So I'm going to pop this. I might actually do it this way around because it will look really cute with the colours that we've got here. So I'm going to do a 6x6 card. This is going to be 2 notches under the 6. And then I might change up a Matastic colour. So pop this onto some of the, our card now. So that's going to fit onto here, like so. And then I'm going to do another layer, which I will pop, where have I popped those foam pads? Pop this onto foam pads, and then I was going to use my yellow, but I don't know if my yellow is actually, I think it will work. I think it would. Let's pop that on there. Yeah, let's do that. Because I was going to use the reverse, so the yellow would have been really quite nice with the red and the yellow stars, but I thought these colours match my gingerbreads a little bit better, so I can pop these
But
on.
it just goes to show how versatile it all is and
Yeah,
how well it's been put together, that
the
all your
colours
colours
are just so
work.
vibrant.
Yeah.
It works so nicely to pop them all together. So adding that onto there, my gingerbread people are then gonna sit on here. So we'll pop some foam pads on those. Let's use this large. Is that gonna fit? I'll trim
Just
it down
thought
a
something
little.
else. How cute would they be if you stuck them on a cocktail stick on top of little cupcakes and stuff for Christmas?
Oh,
That would be mega cute.
because as well you could double side them
Yeah.
because it's identical on both sides, so you could do that. That would be so much fun, wouldn't it? So I'm going to pop these 2 on here so they stand up really nicely. Let's just add in some fun gemstones as well. I'm obviously going to go with my gold because we've got gold on my borders, but you didn't have to use mirri here. We could have used different colours of our Matastic.
to take that out, but I wanted to use a sentiment. Now I've got 2 sentiments which would work perfectly for this if you were going to give it to a partner. I've got Meet Me Under the Mistletoe, but then I saw this one and I thought it was really cute. It says You're on My Nice List.
Aww.
So I'm going to put that one on instead. So that can go in the center here. It matches up with your Matastic. It's from our Essential Book of Matastic Sentiments, so it just makes a really cute card. And there you go, your little gingerbreads.
So stunning.
It's just really sweet.
Very, very, very cute. Oh. So we're on to the last part of our show, and this time we are going to give you some, I've lost my notes, I know what we're going to do, I'm just trying to find the right words. It's our Super Savers Bulletin. This ends on Sunday the 4th of September, so we're going to run through these with you because we do not want you to miss out on these fabulous deals. So first up we have our Duo Colour Paper Pads. Choose from a selection of different colours, and these are on buy one get one free, absolute essentials for your crafting stash. We have our Foam Pad Large Mega Buy, includes 16 sheets of large size at half price, so these were £16 and they're now £8. We have our wonderful waterfall for the kids sets. Oh, I love these, would make amazing gifts. These include 12 different waterfall designs with 2 of each included. Was $11.99, now $6.99. That's incredible. We've also got our wonderful waterfalls for the grown-ups. Includes 12 different waterfall designs, same again, 2 of each. Was $11.99, now $6.99. We've got our Hunkydory Essentials coloured insert papers. So this includes 48 A4 140 GSM inserts in 12 colours, 4 of each. Was $8.99, now $5.99. We have our Premier Crafts Tool Stamping Press. I'm trying to keep my eyes away from the price because I know it's going to be ridiculous. Contains removable clear magnetic top and handy grid. Includes 2 magnets. This was $34.99, which it is a steal at, and it is now $24.99.
Crazy, right?
Yep. And then we have our extra magnets for this as well. So these are the Stamping Press magnets. It contains 2 replacement magnets, or replacements or just extras if you've got really large pieces to hold down. Was $4.99, now $3.99. Oh, another absolute favourite. We have our Rainbow Scissor Set. Contains 3 different size scissors for all your crafting needs. Oh, I'm getting myself some of these. Was $14.99, now $9.99. We have our Prism Premium Pad of Watercolour Card. I need to get some of this for Cooper, that's a reminder. It's our A4 block. It contains 30 sheets of A4 watercolour card, perfect for card making. We're using with your brush markers, watering down your ink pads, lots and lots of great things, and it is our premium quality one. Was $11.99, now $7.99. Prism ink pads. Choose from over 70 ink pads, shimmer and the originals, any 3 for 2. Ink Me Professional Stamping Card, 30 sheets of A4, super smooth, uncoated finish that is perfect for stamping and so many other things. I love printing onto it as well. If you've got any of our free digital downloads, it's absolutely perfect for that as well. Was $7.99, $4.99, absolute bargain. Our blending tools and sponge bundle, oh, I love this, includes a blending tool and 2 packs of spare foam pads, 30 in total. Was $13.97, now $8.99. Mirror Card Specials Kaleidoscope contains 30 sheets of colourful mirror featuring 3 different designs, 10 of each. Was $11.99, now $8.99. Oh, layering butterflies and layering flower stamp sets. Choose from a selection of stamps, different stamp sets, all now half price. Wow.
Crazy, isn't it?
Is that half price individually or the bundles? Oh, wow. Incredible. Large paper trimmer. It's a 12-inch by 6-inch size. You all know how much we love the paper trimmer. It allows you to work up to A3 size. It features both centimetres and inch measurements. Was $21.99 and now $16.99. Put it in, don't think about it, just get it. That's it. What amazing super savers we've got for you there.
Awesome deals.
Absolutely incredible. Lots of things that will work fantastically with our magazine that we're doing today. I'm going to give you another quick little peek before we go back to Natalie for our final demonstration of the day. But I'm showing you the magazine because I need to give you a quick reminder of our subscription again. This is the mag subscription. It's our annual subscription. It includes 6 issues of crafting with Hunkydory and free diamond membership. So this comes in at $47.95, but please remember that you are getting your 12 months diamond membership in there that's worth $19.99. This will take you from next month, which will be issue 68, so from November 2022 all the way through to September 23. Absolutely amazing value. You've heard and you've seen our other customers in the comments on YouTube and Facebook absolutely singing its praises. Your magazine itself is worth $9.99 with 100 pages of glorious content, so many projects and makes in there for you to follow, but they always come with those amazing free gifts like we've showed you today. So showing off something else, we have our Natalie.
I do, and I'm going to do the stamp. I'm so excited to do this. So as I said before, we have already stamped our house. I used the stamping press to do this, and then we cut it out just to save a little bit more time because we knew I was doing a bit of colouring today, so it would take a little bit longer. I'm going to use my stamping press again, and I've just placed this where I want it to be so I know where my stamp is going to look best, my sentiment stamp. So let's pop this on. So I'm going to make sure that that is nice and stuck down there and it stamps a dream. And then I will pop my house in place. That's going to sit just here. So I'm going to have a couple of trees. So let's just move that out the way now. Place my tree down. Add that back on. And then we'll just pop a little bit of our ink onto there. I'm using VersaFine because I'm going to use my brush markers to colour this in. So one house on that side, and then if we scoot this all along, just keeping this onto here, I can pop another house on this side. I'm just going to be really, really careful.
No pressure, Natalie, but there's an awful lot of love coming in for your first 2 cards, so you've got a lot to live up to here.
Oh, no.
I know she'll surpass herself
Pop
as always.
this down on there. And then I just thought as well, you could cut out the windows of here and put lights behind it.
Very cute.
That would look super, super awesome. I've got 2 things here, so let's just make sure that that's going to line up because I hadn't got the top bit down there, but that's the beauty of our stamping press. We can go back in, add more ink, and we're ready to go. So that's part of my background ready. I'm just going to take my ink again, and I've got the tiny star, so I am utilising, apart from the swirl, every single, which we might add that back in at some point, every single element we've got here, and I'm just going to randomly stamp onto my background, my stars, to fill up the sky here, because we're going to make a really cool card with this. Let's just put that back in there, and I think I'm going to leave it like that. Yeah. So let's get into colouring this. We'll start with our gingerbread. So I'm going to go in with this really nice sort of brown colour, and I thought for this I would show how you could just do like a really sketchy feel. You don't have to go crazy with your colouring, don't need to add a lot of dimension. You can just use sort of set colours, and just the way that we brush these onto
our paper and the amount of sort of pressure you add on, you can create instant sort of dimension without having to get really fancy with them. So that's our trees outline done. My stars, we can do that as well. Just a super sketchy feel here. We can bring in our water brush as well just to maneuver this away, but I think the fun of this card is that it's so cute, so you can get away with your sort of really kind of not rushed colouring, because that's not the word for it, but I know you know what I mean when I say that.
It's a little bit looser, isn't it? That's the beauty of when you use watercolour effects.
So green now for my trees. I'm going to go in with a bright green because, I mean,
this set after all is absolutely crazy colours, isn't it? It's so fun. So go in with that really nice loose green, and then I'm going to add a hint of deeper green just around these edges, because you do have a little bit of dimension on there. And then we'll bring in our water brush just to loosely guide that out. So popping that on there. We need to have a little bit of a blue sky, so I'm just going to sketch up here some blue colour, and then I'll wash this down just to give it a really light effect. Just being careful as you go around that star to not, because we don't want a green star, we want to keep it blue. So just now pulling out all of this colour further and further down until you've got no colour left on your pen. I'll just go all the way up the top around this star, and then just really stretch out those brushes to bring this further and further down. So our background now is absolutely complete. We're going to leave it like that. Bringing in our really nice gingerbread house now, and do exactly the same with this, just loosely around all of those edges, give it that colour that we know and love from our gingerbread house, that really nice burnt biscuit, I would say.
Yeah.
You've got to leave your gingerbread in just a little bit longer than normal biscuits to give it that really nice feel. So again, just wash this colour across the background of our gingerbread house.
Ella Sims on Facebook is saying, Nat, why does my watercolour card bubble the more water or ink I add, please? And then she put, Cat, please read this out. So I have done.
What watercolour card are you using? Obviously, the more water you put on, the more it is going to buckle, regardless of what type of cardstock it is. But if you're using our premium watercolour card, then I'm not sure why it is buckling as much.
It will take an awful lot.
It does take quite a bit.
If you want to try get like a little bit of kitchen roll and dab it down in between adding, just to take off some of that excess water, that can help sometimes.
Another thing that's really good that can help is using your heat gun. So once you've done a layer of bringing your colour out, heat gun it so it dries flat, and then pop it. But it's like with anything, the more water you add on, it might be a watercolour cardstock, but it's still going to move, it's still going to warp a little bit. So maybe just look at how much pressure you're adding, how much water, you're adding on at one time, because the more you add on at one time, the more it's gonna do that, unfortunately.
And how you're adding your water as well. So if you're using like our water brush pens here, sometimes you can get a little bit too much water at a time. Again, I like to have like a bit of kitchen roll or blue roll at the side of me and just take off any excess. So my brush is more damp than wet. Yeah,
because that's the worst bit, isn't it, when it's a little bit too wet. So keeping it really traditional, I'm going to go in now with my stripes, and I'm not going to add colour onto these elements. I'm just going to keep them really nice, rich colours. So just popping that in there, And then to give it a bit of dimension, once I've done this, I'm going to go in with that grey that I've used on my snow. And I'm just going to go down one side of the house. So just all the way down this element. It's going to make the darker red look darker, and it's also going to give your house a bit more dimension. I think I'm going to go, oh, I've not done these bits yet. I'll go in with touches of snow on here. I'm going to do a green piece on my wreath. So let's just go in with my colours there. And I'll go in again with that lighter green that we used with the trees to bring this all together. And you don't actually need to have water sometimes when you're doing this technique. It will blend really nicely without that. Red again on here, keeping it nice and traditional. You know me, I like to stick with my colours. And then on my little peppermint swirl as well, we'll do that here.
We have got a few people across Facebook and YouTube saying that they haven't got this issue of the magazine, even though they're subscribed yet. Please remember, we are at the mercy of postal strikes at the moment. So
it's very, very difficult, isn't it?
It's, they'll be out there somewhere, I promise you. But it's up to the posties at the moment.
Unfortunately, we've done the best we can. We've done our side of things, and these are on the way to you. But I've had the peril of the postal strikes this week. It's not fun, but please know that we have sent them out.
Yeah.
And they are there in the universe somewhere, waiting to come to you. And then when you've got them, you can be making some really fun cards with your pieces. You're going to get all the gossip, because obviously we've got all the amazing pages in there. Dan's going to spill the beans, as he always does. Nothing's ever a secret here at Hunkydory. And then I'm just going to finish off with a nice brown door. So
we've got Lily asking, can I ask if the mat you're working on is a Hunkydory product?
It is. It's our mixed
indeed.
media mat. It's perfect for colouring and inking and anything that's going to be a little bit messy. We use this, so it is available on our website. Just pop in mixed media mat and it will come up. It's great. You've got little pockets in here that you can add in your colours, because we could mix colours to make whatever we wanted. And I want this to look like it's nighttime, so
it's so easy clean. I'm sure if our team are watching, they'll pop in a link if they hear us.
Yellow for some light, so it looks like it's nighttime in our little house here. So let's pop this on now with, I'm going to bend it round to give it some more dimension, and then I'm going to add some foam pads. So just spin those bits around. Let me get some big chunky rectangles. Oh, we've got squares. Squares will do. I'm friends with squares today. So just add 3 up there, 1 in here, and then I'm gonna double up my foam pads in the middle so that it sits with quite like a curve on it as well. But I just love this stamp set. It's so fun to create cards with. And then a couple of smaller squares just to make sure that bottom sticks nicely as well. And I'll double up on the very top. And then we'll stick this onto our background like so. And all that's left to do is to pop this onto a card blank. So somewhere I have some tape. The mystery tape. Where is it going to be? It's under the pens. So onto here with your tape. And then I've given my, I've cut this down so it's slightly smaller than my 5x7, which I like to do when I'm colouring, just so you can, especially when you're watercolouring like this, it just gives you that nice fresh white edge, and you can really see where all of the really nice detailing's gone into your card. Oh, I haven't. I've cut this down on the top and the bottom, but not on the sides. So let's just see if we can do a sneaky little
trim away here. Oh, this is going to be
I was gonna say,
quite daring.
Try not to.
How many did we take off here? Definitely a quarter. Yeah, so I need to take off. Let me just see if we can release our house so we can lie this flat. You should be able to just remove that a second. So I want to make sure that it's nice and flat. 2 notches off each side, because obviously we made sure that we could get that as equal as possible when we were putting on our edges. So now, there we are, very, very close to that edge there. Nice fresh white border, equal all the way around, and we'll pop our house back on. There we go.
Absolutely fabulous. So, so cute.
I love
watching Natalie do that.
Glittering on that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Like, do you know, on the snow bits as well? It would be so
beautiful.
fun.
So, so stunning. Absolutely love it. Thank you very much, Natalie.
You're welcome.
So we are very near the end of our show. I'm just going to give you the details for our magazine one last time. This is Crafting with Hunkydory Project Magazine. It's issue 67. It is £9.99, and with this you are getting a Deluxe craft kit, which is our 4 topper sets. You're getting 4 beautiful double-sided papers, the cutest gingerbread die you ever did see, and also access to our 8 inset papers through the Hunkydory hub. So that's that for today. But coming up also, our TV schedule. Today at 1 p.m. over on Hobby Maker, you will find the most wonderful Anne-Marie is bringing you the brand new Perfect Poppies collection. You can also see the magazine again on there at 3 o'clock. And if you fancy a crafty bargain, join her again at 5 for special offers off all your essentials. So that's 1, 3 and 5 today over on Hobby Maker with Anne-Marie, and that's Freeview 73, FreeSat 807, Sky 670, and you can also catch that on YouTube. Coming up on Hunkydory TV tomorrow, I've got a day off.
You do?
Well, I've not got a day off. I'm working from home because I'm in today. But it's not me, it is Anne-Marie, and I believe it is yourself, isn't it?
It is another day of me.
We were meant to be bringing back somebody else that Emily found under the
were.
counter, but circumstances, she's been hiding away for 10 long months. But circumstances aren't allowing that just yet. So we have got Anne-Marie and Natalie tomorrow with the Perfect Poppies.
I'm very excited.
Very good. So thank you so much for joining us today, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this show as much as I have, and Natalie has, I hope, and Emily, that's put up with us all. Thank you, everyone. Bye.